Supporting Trump was his only pre-existing condition, and it was fatal. Check this out. Leave your comments, ding the bell, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. So I'm over at the website markedbycovid.com, M-A-R-K-E-D, by B-Y, COVID, C-O-V-I-D.com. And looking at pictures of Mark Anthony Urquiza and his daughter, Kristin. He died of COVID. And I mean, this is a movement of people who have been affected by COVID-19. And it's absolutely remarkable. And Kristin Urquiza has, been out there speaking about this and doing just an absolutely brilliant job. Put together this website, markedbycovid.com. It's also the Twitter handle, marked by M-A-R-K-E-D, marked by COVID. And on the line with us is Kristin Urquiza herself. Kristin, welcome to the program. Tell us about your dad and about how you can say that he only had one single underlying condition before he died.
My dad, Mark. Hi, Thom.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, we got you now.
Great. Yay. Thanks for having me on the show. I am happy to be here and tell you a little bit more about what we're up to. My dad was, a 65-year-old exuberant guy who was, the life of the party often. He loved his family. He loved bringing people together to celebrate, whether it was a birthday, graduation, reunion. And he unfortunately contracted COVID in mid-June and passed away on June 30th.
I'm so sorry to hear that. And his pre-existing condition was?
His only pre-existing condition was trusting Donald Trump. And he was a Republican, a lifelong supporter of the Republican Party. He was a voter for Trump, and he listened to him. He listened to the president whenever he said we were on the other side of the pandemic, that if you didn't have an underlying health condition, that it was safe to resume normal activities. And when the state of Arizona opened up in May, that's what my dad did. He did what the president told him was safe to do. And for that, he paid with his life.
That's amazing. Are you, over your website, markedbycovid.com, are you hearing from other people with similar stories?
Oh my gosh, Thom, it is overwhelming. Part of the reason why I launched Marked by COVID with my partner, Kristin, was to create community and connect and to help personify and humanize the colossal life loss that we're seeing. And on day one, people were coming to me saying, "Thank you. I just lost my parent. Here's what happened. Thank you. I just lost my child. Here's what happened." And also, we need a coordinated response, and our leadership has failed us. Thank you for speaking out about this.
That's great. You've got a website here. You've kind of launched a movement, this Marked by COVID movement. You're encouraging people to sign up and participate. I'll do so when we get off the air. I just hit the website a little bit ago. Where do you want to go with this? What is the outcome you're trying to achieve?
Thank you for asking. I agree. I believe that we are building a movement of those who have been impacted or marked by COVID. And it's not only just about people who have lost loved ones. It's about the profound ways in which we've been impacted by COVID, from the survivors to teachers who are terrified to go back to school. And so we're working to help elevate and lift their stories to really be able to call on a coordinated, data-driven national response to the pandemic right now. But also long-term, we're starting to think about what is the recovery look like? What does reconciliation look like? Restitution, recognition, and really promoting a equitable outcomes for the people most impacted by this virus. We need to make sure that the people who have been most impacted have a seat at that table so that their needs are met, and that once we're past the crisis, that we're actually creating policy and rebuilding in a way that doesn't leave behind the millions of people who have been so disproportionately impacted by our pandemic response.
Yeah, absolutely. Kristin Urquiza is the person who has started this in memory of her father, Mark Anthony Urquiza, and the website is markedbycovid.com. Kristin, you are doing God's work. You're doing great work, and I thank you so much for dropping by and telling us about what you're up to and telling us the story of your father.